Alright, so the other day we talked about the GAF contractor, the Master Elite contractor status, whether or not that meant anything and why it doesn't mean anything. And I actually got asked the question of, is it the same thing for Owens Corning Preferred contractors and Platinum Preferred contractors? And in a lot of ways it's very similar. It's the same kind of scam. Manufacturers love to give out these labels because when they give out the labels to contractors, contractors start to support those labels everywhere. They'll give out logos for them to put on their trucks showing, hey, we're the best contractor with OC because we're platinum, when just about anybody can qualify as platinum. And so it's just a way to get them to advertise on your trucks. So does it actually speak towards quality? No. It doesn't speak towards the quality of the installation or the education of the contractor themselves. If a contractor continually commits fraud, it doesn't mean that it'll get revoked. Now, Owens Corning is a little bit different than what we talked about last time. So with Owens Corning, to be a preferred contractor, first off, you have to sign up with their contractor network, which means that they can advertise your company on their website. You have to have general liability insurance, minimum dollar policy, which is like the minimum required everywhere. I can only think of a couple municipalities in the United States that I've ever worked in that didn't require at least $1 million general liability policy. In fact, when I was just a one-man outfit working as a consultant, we were required as a consultant with a single person working for it, was required to have $1 million liability by the local municipality. So this is just always. You have to hold your state, or you have to hold your licenses properly. In other words, you have to be licensed and insured. This is the same with the GAF that we talked about. Being licensed and insured, so congratulations, you have to comply with the bare minimum state requirements. You have to have a good credit rating. Now, this is a bit different. You have to have a good credit rating with OC. Now, other ones usually have something in place. OC specifically wants a good credit rating, which doesn't really impact anything. It means you actually pay your bills on time. Now, what's interesting is that with GAF, we talked about previously, GAF requires that you pay their bills and the suppliers who are supplying their product on time. With Owens Corning, they want to make sure that your business credit is good overall, which means that you could screw over some suppliers as long as you keep a relatively decent rating overall. And then, now the difference between a preferred contractor and a platinum preferred. With a platinum preferred, they have to come out and look at one of your jobs to make sure you did it mostly correct. Now, correct to their standards, not correct to local code if there's differences. And what's interesting is they don't, pick at random. You get to pick your best. So you just have to make sure that you have one really good roof that you put in, and then you can qualify for platinum. And that's pretty much it. Beyond that, it doesn't take much to become a preferred contractor. Took nothing at all. We weren't even installing the product. We managed to get it when I was still a contractor. I don't think I installed more than 5 OC roofs in my life. And for the only reason we got the preferred contractor was the bid required it. And we just went online, asked for it, received it, even though we'd never installed the product before in our lives. We received the preferred contractor status. It means nothing. It comes to nothing.